Yo gang, back again, oi. Now if you want to help this channel out and the content I create for you guys, head on down to the Patreon. We get early access, behind the scene vlogs, album reactions, suggested Patreon reactions, and access to exclusive podcast content. Link to the Patreon can be found in the description down below. And also dropping on the Patreon this weekend is the M Huncho Chasing Euphoria album reaction. Make sure you're subscribed up for that. And also as this video goes live, you'll find me streaming on Twitch, playing Warzone with the gang, talking about music and artists, and generally having banter with the chat. Trust me, come along, it's a lit time. And a link to the Twitch is also in the description down below. And now we know I don't usually do reactions like this on this main channel, but seeing as everything that happened more recently and all the comments I got on that video, different sides explaining what they believe happened, and me not being a person to sit down and really read comments from strangers who don't know what's happened and what's gone on, I thought I'd take this interview in. And this one is AbzSav Studio with Fumez, Tables Turn 2.0, No More 156 plus more. I do believe this is an interview centered around the artist, obviously AbzSav, who gave us Tables Turn 2.0, and as it was a track that I personally felt strongly about, I wanted to see what he had to say about it. So without further ado, let's get into this one.
You have to be mentally strong and know, like, you got life priorities. Like, you have to sort yourself out before you think about everyone else. You have to sort yourself. It's what you want. Do you want to be a street nigga, or do you want to blow? Like, as an artist, so I don't know why everyone does music. Like, if you jump into the music scene and not have the intentions to blow, then I don't know why you're doing music. I don't know. Some people might do music because they want a little bit more, like gal. Or some people might do music for money. Some people might. I don't know why people do music. My personal, I want to get out of the hood.
Okay. It's easy to take down your songs now.
Oh, because copyright. Ah, my brother, he saved me.
Bro. Tables Turn Part 2. Why? That's the question. Just why?
This is gonna be a very interesting interview. Let's go.
On the reaction in your face, I can see that you felt like I went overboard, yeah. But I feel like everyone needs to understand my side of things. It's like I just got to a stage where I just thought, like, they took the piss, like, you know. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, just thinking, I looked at certain other people's roots, like certain people doing things that they had nothing to do with. I'm just sitting there like, these guys are buzzing. It's like, it was just an emotional thing. I went to the studio and I just thought, like, the same way they was tweaking on the man them, I'm just gonna tweak back on them. Man got wet up in times that he done that interview with gang and he ever pushed your neck in a billion.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gathering from what he's saying here, which I feel a lot of you were trying to convey in the comment section, that pretty much had enough of people talking on things. And I think he mentioned that in particular things they had nothing to do with on music. Like, so for him, it was more about a get back, basically going to the studio and doing the same on music. Alright.
Do you think you went overboard?
Nah.
Serious?
Because I'm gonna explain it to you, because back then, I'm not going to say certain things, but back then it's like everyone was vibes in. Like, it was funny, all of this and that. But then when the tables turn, it's like, oh, he's doing the mad thing. But if you understood, if you was following drill from back then, you would understand what I'm doing. But obviously the new drill fans wouldn't really understand what's going on.
I got to be honest, like, me personally, I didn't realize who this guy was talking about, or the other side that had mentioned people he'd lost in their songs and that, like making a mockery kind of thing. But I definitely give him that. And I'm not a new drill fan, but I didn't realize, you know what I mean? I didn't make the connections because, well, I'm a big man. I don't be knowing who's from this area and who's from that area, you know what I mean?
I just want to point that out, that this is very, very disrespectful. Brother, I went on the internet.
Yeah.
And I've just seen bare tweets about that must be the most rudest, disgusting, vile, like mad drill song I've ever heard. And
I gotta say that, you know, for me personally, 2.0 was the most disrespectful drill tune I've ever heard in my life, man. Understanding, yes, you know, there's a lot of people saying they're from gangs. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that me as a civilian I have to accept or enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? It's my reaction, not a gang member's, not this person. No, my Lee's reaction. You get it?
Listen to it and I said, fuck me, bro. Like, yeah, even the video, bro. Like, what? Why? Like, there's so many questions, but the only one I can ask is why.
It's like, alright, cool. They took it to a certain extent.
But the video, bro.
Yeah, it's the combination.
The pain, bro. Pain, bro. You have to feel everything.
So he's saying that basically pain, that's what he wants to inflict in it. But I think more so obviously because that's what he's felt, pain at other people mentioning the stuff he's talking about, you know?
There's so many questions, but the only one I can ask is why.
It's like, alright, cool. They took it to a certain extent.
But the video, bro.
It's the pain. The pain, bro. Pain, bro. You have to feel everything. Because why now? The tables have turned. Game over. Done. You can't come back from this one, bro. Impossible.
You know what, yeah?
Come to my block, don't rap back. Like 20 been shot with king. The what?
It's funny, like, now I'm watching this and I'm watching him, like, not that my viewpoint has changed from the last reaction, but you do get to understand the perspective of AbzSav through this interview, innit? You get to, let's say, relate, because all this stuff he's talking about, you have to understand that he himself has gone through a great deal of pain at the hands of the other side, you know what I mean? For me, it still doesn't make what he did any more acceptable. But with him explaining himself like he is today, within the context of drill, I can fully understand it. But me personally, I still feel I was right to deal with my reaction in the way I did. It was just honest, innit? It's just how I felt like. And I'd never have heard people mocking the fact that somebody was so young. I've never heard that. You get it? And that's a kid, man. I got nephews and nieces, you know, who are older than that. And it's brazy to me, man.
Don't rap back. Like 20 been shot or king. The word on road is sing. The time you try beg some beats on fucking push on you's gonna handle. Give me that 9 double let my strangle.
Go off the handle one more time.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, stop at handle, yeah?
Don't rap back. Like 20 been shot or king. The word on road.
One more time. Fuck.
Don't rap back. Like 20 been shot or king. The word. Fuck.
One more time, bro. Go ahead.
You know what?
Don't rap back. Like
As we can see, like, him doing what he's done with Turbo's Turn 2.0 has definitely given him the spotlight, if you know what I mean. But we always knew it would, because the crazy stuff sells, innit? Or at least grabs everybody's attention. But the way AbzSav did it,
don't rap back. Like 20 been shot or king. The word on road is the you try beg some beats on fucking push on you's gonna handle.
Alright, cool. So on the flip side, yeah, back then, I hear what you're saying. Back then it wasn't
Yeah.
Nowadays I feel like more people go jail for lyrics and for violating bail conditions and X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So now you're doing that.
it's incriminating yourself.
Is it not bringing unnecessary attention to your thing, bro?
Alright, cool. I came out of prison, yeah. I'd say around 10, 11 months ago. And then like had certain, I couldn't do certain things, whatever. I'm not even gonna get into it. But then now I feel like, yeah, like I gotta let out my emotions. I'm not in certain conditions. I can do what I want. It's like I'm not really doing nothing mad, you know. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm just saying what happened.
Don't think that's mad.
No. I'm just saying
Okay.
what happened.
So for him saying I came out of prison, it's basically anything that he's talking about or that he could be connected to. You understand what I mean? Like, the time's been served for that. Basically, that's what he's saying. And he's not violating his conditions or probation conditions because he's no longer on probation, basically. So he can do what the hell he wants. That's basically what he just said there.
And then like had certain, I couldn't do certain things, whatever. I'm not even gonna get into it. But then now I feel like, yeah, like I gotta let out my emotions. I'm not in certain conditions. I can do what I want. It's like I'm not really doing nothing mad, you know. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm just saying what happened.
Don't think that's mad.
No, I'm just saying what happened.
Like,
You don't think that's mad?
I think that's what a lot of you were trying to tell me in the comment section, that, you know, these guys are essentially, you know, GMs, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they live their lives. But like I said, Fumez is a civilian. I am a civilian. That is always going to be mad to us. You understand what I mean? Like, I don't know how as a civilian you can't think that that is mad. Do you get what I'm saying? You can rationalize it and say, I understand where it's coming from and this has gone on. But he took it to a level that nobody's ever taken it before, ever. You get it?
For drill today.
But that's what the drill fans want.
Out of curiosity,
Raw.
like, I'm looking at.
And that's another thing when I was saying that, like, you know, being accountable, knowing that, you know, it gets attention, like, because at the end of the day, like, look what's happened to this dude's career since he released that tune. Do you know what I mean? We are all accountable. Us that watch it, you know what I'm saying? Us that take it in. And whether I agree with it or not, it's still a discussion that's being had in music today. You get it? Like, it's not like any of the old drill tunes where, you know, they talk about getting down their ops. That in itself was crazy. Most definitely. This one took it to the point of props. It was so egregious. It just shifted the line in it. And nobody who watched that video can tell me any different. That video is a vile. Yeah, they're the other side, and certain men are like, yeah, we don't care. Fair enough, if you're in that camp, well, you don't care. There are no rules in it. But you cannot expect people like myself or people like Fumez or people not to think that, whoa, like, you've taken it somewhere else. You get it?
At the game, and I'm saying, I'm looking at what you did, and I'm saying, cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that sometimes,
Yeah.
and then they go back to normality. Where do you go from there?
Exactly.
Is that a new approach, or what is that? Like, just talk me through. Was there a strategy behind that, or was it a fuck it thing?
It was just in that time. I was in the booth when I made Tables Turn #1.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what can I do next? I was thinking of different vibes. Then I think I even got a phone call and I just got angry. I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna take my emotions out in the booth today.
Yeah.
And it worked, and it worked out.
You know what that is? I guess one of the good things to come out of it, I guess the way he's working through his emotions due to everything he's seen, been through, you know, prison, jail, loss of people close to him. I think also, like, when I'm sitting down talking about, you know, family members who've had to, you know, watch that tune, I guess AbzSav himself has had to sit down and watch people talk on people they shouldn't have really been talking about. And I guess this is what happens, innit? Do you know what I mean?
But then at the end of the video, man, see Tables Turn Part 3 with a question mark. So what is this? Tables Turn 3?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yo.
Like, obviously, the whole point of it is that the beat's way harder than the other two. It's more jumpy, but it's rude at the same time. When
I think he knows what the crowd wants, you know. I'm always talking about, like, jumpy beats and jumpy drill. That up-tempo stuff is lit, I can't lie. And Fumez, the engineer, definitely loves to sit in that lane in regards to the freestyles he drops. It works very well. AbzSav knows that the audience themselves want rudeness. Like I say, we're all complicit in this whole thing. It's like an ecosystem, innit? He knows what the market wants. We know we want to hear rudeness because it's like watching a car crash. You know what I mean? I think in this one, though, if he does a Fumez plugged in, I think it'll be a lot more tame because he won't have the visuals to back him up the way he did in the other two videos, you know. But I think that's a good thing. You also have to be concerned for AbzSav as well, because there's energy that comes with all of this. Whether he cares about it, whether he can deal with it and handle himself, that's another thing. But you don't want somebody to have to go through stuff. Whilst he said he's trying to make music and change his life, as we saw in that clip in the beginning, you know what I mean?
I got bad bitch screaming at now we got the party lit.
Are you ready, yeah?
Yeah. And have a shower and hitting your mother. Can't wait till you get bunned. The wettest in Westies. The guy's been done like 5 times. Held 2 shots, 5 guys. And slapped one more time the beat.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Yeah.
Are you surprised, yeah? Because I am, that the video...
Honestly, yeah, I don't think anything will to 2.0, man. And AbzSav is a talented guy, so I hope he's able to start making it in music, like for real, for real.
You're still up on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, the video being up on YouTube.
There's a lot of things going through my head about why it's still up.
Talk to me. What do you think? Why do you think it's still up? Because it's
Under
me,
investigation
normally
or looking at it.
9 hours, 12 hours, 24 max.
Yeah, because what happened with Tables Turn 1 was it got taken down, but I still got the buzz because all the fans have just re-uploaded 150 of them within the same second.
That's what they do.
So what I think what the police have gathered is that once #2's come out, we can take it down, but he's still gonna get what like the buzz basically because it's gonna get taken down. So
He's a very smart guy.
Fuck it. It is what it is.
You know what?
Many occasions back that
Yeah, even talking about the police, like, you see these artists, they know the risks of what they do in it, but as the man's saying, in it, the mentality is fuck it. Because if he's able to make it through all of this, then for him it's considered a W. And honestly, it's a risk, in it. But for taking such a huge risk, you kind of wish him the best. You get it. And things like this also, they divide the industry because people take sides in it. Like, you know, because they want to protect, let's say, people who are doing well for themselves or more well for themselves. You get it. But also with the fans, it kind of makes AbzSav an underdog as well. And some people will side with him for that. You get it. The story around this is something that is definitely very interesting. And his story, I don't think he's so far said too much in this interview. Yeah, there's definitely still a buzz around this guy. No joke.
That come to my block, don't rap back.
Come to my block, don't what?
Rap back.
Yeah, cool, that's what I said. Come.
I'm outside. Pussy.
Libs, come on.
So. Huh? Rock that.
Obviously, one thing that everyone, that if they're following your career, one thing that everyone has noticed is there's no more hashtag 156 in the title.
How? Boy. Fuck you pussies.
Is there a reason behind that?
Alright, cool. I came home. Everyone was at different paths in their career. So we went like everyone, like I'm saying, the main rappers in 156. So we was all at different stages. So we wasn't really gonna collab. So it was a boom, bam, 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 bam. So I just thought, alright, cool. If everyone's doing their own thing, not in a bad way, but we're all friends, family anyway. So I just thought, alright, cool. Like everyone's doing their own thing now. I'm just gonna do my thing. That's how everyone's moving at the time. So I just thought, alright, cool. I'm just gonna do my own thing.
I feel like 156 definitely are more on the map because of AbzSav, 100%. And I feel like them joining back together and making music together is a good look to get longevity out of what they've got going on. Because right now we're not sure where AbzSav could take this to. Like, this brother could completely blow up, you know what I mean? But his moves just have to be right. Studio with Fumez, man. This was a pleasure to watch, man. I can't lie. Something a little different on the channel here, but something I definitely wanted to cover the moment I saw it. Anyway, let me know what you thought of this one in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys down there. Yo, gang, it's your boy LeeToTheVI saying peace and love, and I'm out. Bow.